Hello everybody. Today we are doing a tutorial for the new moon ritual of July 2026. However, this is a little bit different to a normal tutorial. So for this one, I would like to focus on things like ritual etiquette, for example. So how you behave during a ritual, what kind of things you should be doing, and you know, just the very basics around rituals with us at TMCS. So I will also be doing another video of the actual tutorial, but I thought for this one that I would join Heidi, hey girl, in the ritual circle to perform the ritual with her, so that you can see what it looks like in real time when you actually do an online ritual. Now it is due to start in 25-ish minutes because we usually start at the top of the hour. 5 minutes beforehand, Heidi will go through basic reminders, really. I was going to say bits and bobs, but it's more reminders about what you should do, how to behave, what happens if you get bumped out, that kind of thing. But before I go and say, hey, I'm here, because she doesn't know yet, whoops, sorry, Heidi. I thought I'd go through very basic ritual etiquette. Now, you can't see it, but I have my laptop just off camera over here, so that I can interact, basically. It's kind of shoved into a corner on a little pedestal, and it's not working, but it will do for now. It will do for now. I'll have a better setup for when we do a live ritual. Keep looking. Might have something in the pipeline. Anyway, let's move on. So now in the ritual circle, there are things like ritual etiquette rules, that kind of thing, that we all encourage you to all read, just because it gives you a rough idea of the kind of things that you would be expected to know during the ritual. So things like asking questions at the right time, being silent when you need to be silent, and, you know, following instructions and all that kind of thing. So I thought I'd just pick out a few bits and bobs that are quite essential to everybody having a marvellous ritual together, so that you know what you need to be doing. So first things first then, it's hard for people to understand that when we join the ritual circle at TMCS, it's not going into a chat room. You are entering a sacred space. Yes, it's online. However, it is still a sacred space. It is specifically used only for working rituals together. So treat it as such. Don't come in with all your negativity or your baggage or your, oh God, I've forgotten to do this. You know, try and leave it at the door, essentially, and just let yourself try and enjoy it more than anything. Other very important thing, make sure you're at the right event. It is not a chit-chat or community chat, as we now call it. It's not a study hall. It's not somewhere where you can go in and just laugh and joke the whole way through. Like I said, sacred space. Please treat it as such. The other thing is being on time, which is why I keep looking at my laptop, because I'm making sure that I'm actually going to be on time. We encourage you to get there 15 minutes before the ritual start time. So if it says 9 a.m, make sure you are there by 8:45 a.m. serve time. If you are later than that, then, you know, enter quietly. If the host greets you, great, wonderful, have a little chat, unless it is after the official start time. So again, 9 a.m, if you arrive at 9:03, you enter silently. You do not say anything, you just read where everybody is up to and you catch up, okay? So the other things that you need to think about are things like other people being disruptive. So if, for example, if someone does come in at 9:02 and starts going, oh God, sorry, I couldn't do this, that and the other, just ignore them. Ignore them. The host will deal with the disruptive person after the ritual. It is not something for you to worry about. Do your best to ignore them, just continue on. And if they do get too disruptive, then the host will step in at some point. However, it doesn't usually get that far, so that's always a good thing. Now, when you are leaving, for example, when you are leaving the ritual and you have to do it before the ritual is over, then you do not need to announce that you need to go for whatever reason. So you need to pop to the loo, or somebody's just called and had an accident or something. Just leave the room silently. Nobody's going to come at you or question you about why you left or anything like that. These things happen. It's absolutely fine. As long as you don't make a big fuss about it, we're golden. Now, before the ritual, we usually open the room about half an hour beforehand. So again, 9 o'clock, we usually open the room at 8:30. You're allowed to have a little natter, ask questions, that kind of thing, for the 25 minutes leading up to the ritual. However, as I've mentioned previously, 5 minutes before it is going to start, the host will put the reminders in. You were expected to be silent for those, to read them, and then you will finally have another last chance to ask any questions about the ritual. So if you think of something while you're reading the information, wait for that prompt and then ask it. If you have any other questions when it gets to 9 a.m. or top of the hour, sorry, you'll just have to email us after the ritual is finished. It's one of those things that we do encourage you to do as much prep beforehand. Make sure you know the ritual so that you know that if you have any questions, you can get them answered before you need to get into it. Okay, so if you're joining and you are only observing and you're not taking part, so if you feel a little too nervous to actually join in, but you want to come and see what it's all about, that's absolutely fine as well. You can come on in, you can have the natter when you're allowed to. I say allowed, that's a bit of a rough word. When you should natter, let's go with that instead. However, when you are observing a ritual, you don't need to interject quite so much. Just follow the prompts like everybody else so that it doesn't disrupt anybody else's working. Now, when it comes to the prompts, I wish I could remember what they were called, but my ADHD brain is going bonkers with it at the moment. The little things that look like stars. That's all I can say. I'm sorry. Like, is it an asterisk maybe? I don't know. I can't remember. It's 2 of those that you use to respond to the host. So when you see those, you do the action and then you respond with 2 of the asterisks. This is basically just so that the host knows when you have completed the action, because the host will usually wait for, if not all the people involved, at least most of them to respond to them, and then they will do the next step instead. So make sure that you don't forget to do that, but make sure you do the action first. If you get bumped out is the next thing. So this is kind of like if you need to leave in a hurry. If you get bumped out, go back in, absolutely fine, no problem. Just don't announce yourself when you go back in there, because again, that might be a little bit disruptive. So let's have a little look. If the host has started to post the next step and you haven't done it yet, again, don't panic, just take it at your own pace. It's fine if you can keep up with the other people in the ritual and the host, but if you can't, it's fine. This is why we tell you to have a copy of the ritual by yourself. So if anybody is going too fast, then you can just carry on at your own pace and just join in again if you catch up, and you don't have to if you don't catch up. Okay, not a problem at all. Right, so I think there's probably only 2 other things to cover. I don't know why I said it like that, sorry. One of them is the energy requests. Now, it is very rare for this to happen, but on the off chance that somebody puts an energy request in and you don't agree with it, for whatever reason, personal beliefs, that's absolutely fine, you don't have to do it. So when you do your energy build up and you're thinking about the request, you can just leave it out, but just make sure that you still remain respectful in the chat. That is the most important thing, to be respectful. This is because it's still a sacred space, and even if you don't agree with something, we don't want to start an argument in the middle of a ritual. It's just not respectful at all. And you know, we have this idea that not everybody believes in the same things. That is fine. Everybody is different. It's not a problem unless you make it one. Don't make it one, please. Sorry, that was a little bit vicious, wasn't it? What's the only other thing I wanted to go through? This is why I made notes. Yeah, okay. Be patient. Some hosts might go a little bit faster than others. I tend to lose my place a lot of the time, courtesy of the ADHD. And sometimes it can take me some time to get back on track again. If that happens, just wait for the next step. Nobody is in any hurry, or at least you shouldn't be. You should be enjoying the ritual. So please just be patient. The other thing is that there is no tagging or what are they called, emojis or anything like that used in the chats. They don't work with Moodle, so we don't use them, otherwise it might freak out, so just keep that in mind. And then I think that might be it. Oh yeah, the other thing, if you do have any questions or you want to know a bit more in depth about how they're run, you can attend a ritual chat. Just look at the calendar on the school website. That will show you when ritual chats are being held, who's holding them, what times, that kind of thing. And those are basically just like lectures that tell you how to do it. Now, just before, because I'm going to be late if I'm not quick. Yeah, so finally, if you have any other questions about any of the rules, regulations, or you're just not sure about anything, then you can either reach out to the writer of the ritual if it's regarding something like substitutions or anything like that. But if you're worried about something specific, you can also email us, tmcscouncilmembers@gmail.com, and we will do our best to answer the questions for you, basically. We can also answer things about substitutions, but sometimes it's better to ask the person who wrote the ritual. So, now I'm just going to go ahead and join so that I'm not late and I don't get shouted at by Heidi. Love you, girl. I'll be back in a sec. Okay, everybody, so the ritual is going to start very soon. Now, I just wanted to very quickly explain how this is going to work, because like I said, this isn't like a typical tutorial that I will be doing from now on. And again, I will be doing that for this ritual very soon as well. But there is... Basically, I'm going to do it as if I was doing it without you guys watching me. I will be responding to Heidi, doing the thing, that kind of thing. Now, the only other difference is that instead of just reading the instructions that Heidi gives me in my head, like I would normally do, I will read them out loud so you know what I'm doing, why I'm doing it. I'll also do that with the 5 minutes to the top of the hour. I don't know why I said that like that. What is wrong with me today? I'll read that bit as well so that you know what to expect and the kind of thing that you can do. I don't have any questions about this ritual purposely. It's just not something that I feel that I need to ask any questions about. I've made my substitutions and all that. But I will be going through that kind of thing when I do the tutorial, and I'll add a few more ideas for substitutions if you can't find something in that one as well. Okay, everybody, we're at the portion of the ritual where Heidi will be going through the reminders, as I call them, beforehand. She has basically just put a little message in to let everybody know that if the screen jumps because messages are being sent too quickly, to not panic, to just scroll up, read it, and scroll back down again. It's not something that you need to worry about, okay? How online rituals work is simple. It is run like a guided ritual. I will post what you are to do and say. You do them and say them, making changes as needed for your own personal needs. I will be posted what is needed to be done in sections, circle casting, corner calling, goodness me, then inviting the deities and so on. After each section, I will pause. This will be noted by a... Is it an asterisk? I'll look it up afterwards. When you see that prompt, you will know that I am pausing. At this time, you are to perform that portion of the ritual, and when you are ready to move on, please type. This will let me know that you are ready to continue. Even if you are simply observing today, I ask that you do this in case I forget that you are not performing the ritual. Then I'm not waiting on you to let me know. Once most of the attendees have typed in, I'm just going to keep doing that. I will continue with the ritual after any long period of time has passed. If this happens, simply continue. I usually do not like to move forward without everyone giving me the signal that they are ready. When it is time for cakes and ale, I will give you the toast to do. After you do your toast, you are to eat and drink. When you are ready to continue, you will do as you normally do. However, please do not scarf down the cakes and ale. This is a time of communion with the deities, so enjoy it. After the cakes and ale portion of the ritual, we will be doing the prayer and energy requests. I will give instructions at that time on what we will be doing and how this aspect works. Even if you are not actively participating in the ritual today, you are welcome to participate in the energy and prayer requests portion. I've never read that out loud. Once again, as I am posting the steps to the ritual, your screen may scroll quickly. Please do not fret, you'll have plenty of time to read through and perform the steps before I move on. Does anyone have any questions before we begin? Just a final reminder before we begin, guys. I know I normally chat a lot and sort of make silly jokes because I can't keep my mouth shut. I will not be doing that in this because this is me doing the ritual with Heidi online. Okay, so in less than a minute, I will only be reading what the instruction is and then doing it and speaking out loud when the ritual tells me to, or rather when Heidi tells me to. Please take a deep breath and release it. Do this 3 times. We start in the east as we in search of wisdom and in hope of transformation it can encourage. Raise your arms and turn slowly diacetyl 3 times, visualizing yourself within the center of a silvery white bubble that grows outward to the boundaries. May the space be pure. May the space be blessed. May the space be protected. The circle is cast by my will. Beginning in the west to honour the moon in Cancer and our inner emotions, hold up your water stone while saying, water join our circle. Help us see our inner truths and aid our psychic work. We bid you hail and welcome. Place your stone to the west. Turn to the north and hold up your earth stone while saying, earth join our circle. Keep us grounded and let us feel your nurturing love. We bid you hail and welcome. Place the stone to the north. Turn to the east and hold up your air stone while saying, air join our circle, fill us with inspiration and help us to see the possibilities. We bid you hail and welcome. Place the stone to the east. Turn to the south and hold up your fire stone while saying, fire, join our circle. Give us strength and fuel our transformations. We bid you hail and welcome. Place the stone to the south. Turn back to the west to call upon the crone and sage to join the circle, saying, we welcome the sage, light the black candle, who brings strength and objective truth, as well as the crone, who brings compassion and transformation. May they lend their wisdom and guide me to the knowledge I seek. We bid you hail and welcome. Pick up your cards and hold them between your hands. Spend a few moments focusing on your deity candles. Feel the energy that they lend to your work. Take a few deep breaths to clear your mind and open your intuition to the messages that come through. Repeat the following until you feel you are ready to begin. Moonlight, gone for the night, send your power to my divination tonight. Raise your cakes and ale, saying, to the crone and the sage, I drink to honour the space we share this night. May I learn from your wisdom. Now we're at the portion of the ritual where we'll be sending out energy and prayer requests. Everyone is welcome to participate. How we do this is simple. Everyone simply types out any prayers or energy you need to be sent to your loved ones. Once everyone has stated what they need, I will ask you to simply concentrate on the request and send out that energy. If there are any requests you do not choose to send out energy for, that is fine. If there are requests that you do not agree with, then simply move forward. We are all here in perfect love and perfect trust. There is no judgment here, and it is a safe place for all. Turn to your deity candle, saying, we give thanks to the sage for his presence tonight, bringing to light the truths we need to see with objectivity. We bid you farewell. We give thanks to the crone for her presence tonight, surrounding us with compassion to ease our transformations. We bid you farewell. Begin where you ended, turning to the south, saying, fire, we bid you farewell. With thanks for your fiery strength, we will hold it within. Remove your firestone. Turning to the east, saying, air, we bid you farewell. With thanks for your inspiration, we will remember the possibilities it showed. Remove your airstone. Turn to the north, saying, earth, we bid you farewell. With thanks for the comfort you brought, we will continue to feel your love. Remove the earthstone. Turn to the west, saying, water, we bid you farewell. With thanks for all you have revealed, we will use it to find balance within. Remove the water stone. Close your eyes and allow yourself to visualize the energy dispersing back into the universe. Our work is done for the night. I release the light back to its source. My circle is open but remains unbroken. Sit down with your drawn cards and take a deeper look at their meaning and how you can apply this to your life at this time. Do not ignore any negative influences, accept them for what they are, and seek the positive that they can motivate. A cleansing bath or shower with apple cider vinegar is an important step to clearing away any negativity that may be attached to our emotional influences revealed by this reading. Thank you for being part of our ritual experience. Do not forget to ground if necessary, and if you'd participated as part of an assignment, please journal your experience in your student blog located in the student lounge. We hope you will be joining us for the next ritual. Check the calendar for the next time and date. Does anyone have any questions about today's ritual or anything else that I can try to help with? And that, everyone, was a ritual. I have thanked Heidi, as is courtesy, because obviously it takes quite a lot of energy and effort to host, especially because with some hosts, they are also doing the ritual at the same time that they are presenting it, essentially. And I can tell you from experience, it is a nightmare. So it's always very nice to say thank you to the host, just because, you know, we don't have to do this. And we do it because we love you guys. 1 second, sorry. Just having a nice little chat there. Now, is there anything else that I need to go over? Oh, you may have noticed that when I initially set up for the ritual, there was a rogue red candle here. I have obviously moved it because it didn't belong in this ritual. It was when I was taking some of my incense out, I left it there and forgot to put it back in the drawer. I noticed it, luckily, before the ritual started and before I went ahead and sorted this part out. So sorry about that incontinuity issue, is that correct? Who cares? But yeah, anyway, thank you very much for joining me today. I hope that this helps with any etiquette questions that you have. But if you do have more, feel free to email us at tmcscouncilmembers@gmail.com. Look out for the new moon tutorial that I'll be doing. The other thing I meant to mention, that's it. I actually called this the new moon at the start of the video. It is not the new moon, it is the dark moon. I was thinking about the next thing that I was going to be doing. I have purposely left it in because I would like you to see that even we make mistakes, we are all human. This stuff happens and it's nothing to bother yourself about. Yeah, a little bit of a hot mess, whatever, happy with it. So yeah, I don't think there's anything else that I need to go through at the moment, but if you come up with any questions that you have, feel free to comment down below. You can email us, you can tag us in the Facebook post that we make for it in the TMCS information room. Or if you have any questions specifically to me, then feel free to email me. You will be able to find my email address on my profile on the school. I don't particularly fancy putting it out for the whole wide world to see. But yeah, if there's anything else, let one of us know. We'll be very happy to answer. And with that, happy witching!